What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Live and direct here from Championship Soccer Stadium for a preview of the Orange County versus San Diego match. This is the Orange and Black Soccer Cast. We've got a lot of stuff planned today. Hopefully it all goes well. This is the Orange and Black Soccer Cast.
This is the Orange and Black Soccer Cast, the first and only podcast dedicated to Orange County Soccer Club, its fans, and supporters. Follow us on Twitter at OCSC_SoccerCast or on Facebook at Orange and Black Soccer Cast.
How's it going, Orange County? Welcome to another episode of the Orange and Black Soccer Cast. This time we are live from Championship Soccer Stadium here in the Great Park in beautiful Irvine, California, to preview Orange County Soccer Club hosting San Diego Loyal SC. We've got someone right next to me here. I'm going to bring him on the camera right now. We've got Alan. Is he representing Orange County or is he representing San Diego today? What is it, Alan?
It's all about San Diego today. So I am here to cause some problems. We already have our first Loyal fan in the stands. I know there's a supporters group bus coming up. So it should be a fun and lively crowd for both teams, as well as a pretty good soccer match tonight. We're all looking forward to it.
And as always, with some of these remote streams, we're dependent on Wi-Fi, internet connections, and the like. So apologize if there's any streaming issues. We do have fans trickling into the stands. They're heading on over to that, I believe, the cheap drinks section to get some cheap brews. But first, let me bring on way up in Reno. He's not here to celebrate or join in the festivities. We got Brad up in Reno. Brad, how's everything going up there, man?
It's going pretty all right. I just got this in the mail today, so I'll be repping from Reno today. Obviously, I have a better choice in team than our good friend Alan today, so looking forward to a good game.
Perfect. And like I said, we do have some of the fans trickling in. I'm going to try and swing the camera over. We'll see what we can get with some of that. There's our speaker pointing out towards people. So we're going to sort of block a lot of fans, but you can see the fans trickling in here to the stadium here at Championship Soccer Stadium. It's going to be a good mix of some Orange County fans, some San Diego fans, and maybe just some general soccer fans here. But first, before we talk about the match tonight, we do have to quickly recap the match that happened this past weekend up in Sacramento, where Orange went up to Sacramento and came away with 3 points with a 3-1 victory. Let me go to you first, Alan. Your thoughts on that victory up in Sacramento?
Yeah, I thought it was a really good bounce back game after a tough week the previous week. It was nice to see them go up there. It's always chippy in Sacramento. It seems to be a very hard fought match every time the two teams play. And they overcame that, and Sacramento got a red card. We know what happened last time Sacramento got a red card. Orange County did not seal the victory, but this time Brian Olowski got a goal, a beautiful first goal by Thomas, and a really well-played, well-fought, tough match. And it just shows that Orange County is moving in the right direction as far as their gameplay is concerned. That's got to feel good.
Brad, you got a chance to actually be live at the stadium. One of the benefits of having a person on our team here that lives up in that area, we get to now cover some Sacramento games when Orange County is making the trip up there. What were your impressions of the match? A pretty chippy match between the two clubs. Did the ref lose control rather quickly in that match?
About 30 to 40 minutes in, yeah, there was a good string of 15 minutes at the end of the half where Sacramento had 3 yellow cards and really missed an opportunity to give a yellow card to Orange County to kind of balance it out. As a result, I think the fans were really pissed at him. However, with the red card, there was no real contesting from the fans up in Sacramento. I had a lot of fun at that game. It was mostly just, just happy to be at a game in the first place, but I also got the whole special treatment of sitting up in a press box, even though it was the upper bleacher area, and getting onto the field afterwards to talk to some players. Fun thing, though, as I was walking down, onto the field. Orange County scored their third goal, so I was just standing there right in front of the celebration. I kind of just sneakily pull out my phone, and I have my thumb up in one hand and my phone in the other, and I'm like, guys, celebrate more, please. It's a lot of fun.
Definitely. So with this match, we we are participating in a prediction contest this season, and unfortunately I wasn't prepping where I do that. I was looking at some of the technology we have here, Brad, so I'm gonna stall here really quick while I pull up that information. Let me ask you really quick, since again you were at the stadium, who was your man of the match?
My personal man of the match has got to be Damas. I mean, I thought he played lights out. He had a goal himself. He had a really nice assist on the Olaski goal. Spread the field, is playing a lot smarter with his speed. And I really had a lot of fun watching him score that goal off the Kaningas free kick kind of trickery with Chris Weeham there.
Yeah, definitely. Damas was a very big part of that match. We also, again, not only doing a competition to see how well we predict the score outcomes and the victors throughout the season, but we're also doing our fantasy soccer, our Playing for Pride fantasy soccer, and that was the first match that was part of it. Again, you can see the fans sort of slowly trickling. It's getting a little bit more. We're getting more fans here in the stadium. We're anticipating a pretty good crowd here. I know there's a bus coming up from San Diego. Let me just jump over to Alan really quick. We'll touch the Sacramento match one last time here, but I want to find out from Alan, do we have any updates on what's going on with that bus? Are they almost here? Are they here? What's going on, Alan?
I have not quite seen an update yet, although the last video they posted, it looked like they were exiting the freeway in one of their in one of the videos that they posted. So they should be here shortly. I'm sure they'll make plenty of noise when they come in and get set up. So I have a feeling that they will let their presence be known as soon as they get into the stadium, get settled. I know they're looking forward to the cheap beer as well. So we should see some of them hopping in line to get some refreshments. So they should be here shortly.
They better get here if they want to get some of those cheap drinks, those cheap eats. That's probably we're gonna get even more crowded here as the night goes on. Alan, from you, man of the match up in Sacramento.
I thought Kaningas played really well. I think he's really coming into his role on the team. In the preseason, he looked a little bit, I don't want to say lost, just not really understanding where his role was quite yet, but he's really come into the team. You can see the energy that he brings to the play. He's energetic. He's tricky. He's got a heck of a left foot. We've seen that on a couple of balls into the box. And I think he's really kind of finding his groove on the team. I think Michael Orozco hopping up into that kind of defensive mid double pivot, if you will, has really kind of allowed Kaningas to be a little bit more comfy in that role. And we see the excitement he plays with when he scores, when he assists. He's definitely a machine out there to pump the offense along. And, he's really filling in that kind of Aiden Quinney role, if you will. So it's really nice to see him. So I thought he played really well, and I want to give him props for that performance.
So is that a new term, Aiden Quinney role? I think you need to go and claim that term there, Alan, so you can be the only one that used that. We don't want Mike Watts or anyone using that term on any of the streams, right?
I'll have my attorneys file the trademark and copyright for that. I'm also copywriting Tactical Gravity. That's another one that I came up with. That's a fun one as well.
So let's talk about our predictions competition this past weekend. Both Alan and Dylan came up big with 7 points on that. They both predicted the correct winner, and they each predicted one of these scores correctly in that match. So they now, coming into that match, you guys were at 0. So you guys now have 7 points. You're tied with Brad at the top, who had 4 points this past weekend in the Sacramento match. I came up with a big goose egg, so I have 4 points. I'm in last place for our predictions competition, but I'm anticipating a strong, showing as we move past and move further onto the season. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine. We got the fans coming in. They're grabbing drinks. They're grabbing food. They're ready for some great soccer tonight. One other thing from the Sacramento match, we have to talk about the Playing for Pride fantasy soccer that we had. I think Alan said, no, we don't. And I wonder why he's saying that. But let me just say this. I think Brad mentioned Ronaldo Damas. If not for him, Andy would have 1 point after the week. He came up big. He was actually, when you look at our scientific scoring method for our fantasy soccer, Damas was the big winner for the weekend. He came up with 9 points for Andy. He only had one other point from Avian Flanagan. Yeah, we got Alan over here because we heard some news this past weekend about one of his fantasy guys. What was the news, Alan?
That I will not be making a country album with Hunter Haynes, unfortunately. I think he ended up taking a college offer, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe it was like the Air Force or
Air
military
Force,
offer.
Air Force Academy. So you can't fault him for taking advantage of that opportunity. Although joining the military might seem like he might be interested in a country album. So maybe there's still a chance that I can swing something and get those 1,000 points and pull out a stunning upset in Playing for Pride fantasy. But those are looking less and less like it's going to happen. But I'm holding out hope.
And if you didn't notice, I'm again running around doing a bunch of technology here. We did have someone sneak up behind us. People that have watched our show, listened to our show these past years, knows this man as Cameron. Cameron, how you doing, man? Welcome back on our show here, and for a live showing here.
It's been good, first appearance of the season, albeit pretty impromptu, but it's a great day. It's a great day for some soccer. Orange County coming off a big 3-1 win versus Sacramento, and OC will hope to keep things going against, the rival, Southern California rivalry, OCSD. So they hope to keep the good times rolling.
So let's finish up talking about the Playing for Pride fantasy soccer. The big winner in week 1 was Dylan. But anyone that has watched us or listened to us over the past seasons knows Dylan gets off to strong starts on the fantasy soccer and then sort of drops off towards the end. He had a big 15 points thanks to 4 of his players participating or taking part in that match. The big one for him was Brian Olaski, who got his first goal with Orange County in the match, came up with 6 points. And then you had 3 starters in there that got some additional playing time. So he had 15 points. Second place on the draft, we've got me. Obviously, I'm going to be towards the top with some strong performances from Brent Richards and Miko Kuningas, and then also Nathan Smith making an appearance. Unfortunately, the club has yet to confirm any kind of signing of Chris Cortez, so I did not get anything out of that. But, who knows? Maybe that will eventually happen. Third place, we talked about Andy with Ronaldo Damas. He has 10 points. Damas had 9 of his 10 points, so that's why he's there. Alan, you are in 4th place, so you're not in last. That's not bad. All right, so Alan, your big performer was Eero Markkinen with 6 points, and then you also had Rob Kiernan making a start. And then Brad, I'm going to go to you, Brad, up in Reno, the bottom of the table so far after 1 match. You have 7 points. 5 of those points was from Patrick Rakowski, and then you got 2 points from Reese Breen. I know we talked about it after the match. You're like, well, Tommy McKay made an appearance, but yeah, he also got a card in the match, so that put him to a 0 there. How are you feeling after your first week? Do you think your team can pull some more points through the month of June?
All I need is 1 clean sheet. And Rakowski's points go through the roof.
Yeah, I mean that is true, right? You get a clean sheet, you get some good points from Rakowski. Maybe he'll do that for you tonight here against San Diego, here against San Diego for Orange County. Let's talk about this match. This is a big match. I know San Diego joined the league last season, but due to COVID, we didn't have fans in the stands like we have now. This is the first opportunity for the San Diego fans to make the trip up here to Championship Soccer Stadium. I know again, we talked about they got a bus coming up here. You can see a lot of San Diego jerseys here, although it's a little difficult because there's a lot of orange jerseys walking around. The only way you can tell the difference is by looking at the sponsor. One has Stone Brewing, one has Hogue. So it's going to be very interesting. You're going to be watching the stream live on ESPN Plus, and you're going to wonder, are those Orange County fans or are those San Diego fans? And you'll only be able to tell if you really zoom in there. I'm going to go to you, Alan, because you have your foot on both sides of the table here, right? You are a San Diego fan. You do a San Diego podcast, Fairweather Pod. But before San Diego was around, you were a fan and a supporter here of Orange County, and you joined our podcast before there was ever an official San Diego Loyals team. What's going on, Alan? How you feeling?
I'm excited. I think as soon as San Diego announced that they had a team, I thought this was going to be a really fun matchup between the two. Two glorious stadiums to watch some good soccer in. And I think that both teams have the drive to be championship caliber teams. And so I thought this would be a ongoing rivalry that would develop between these two teams. Not quite as heated in a rivalry as maybe you would like at the beginning, but these things take time, and it's going to take some time to develop. I think there were some sparks last year toward the end of the season where they both played each other really well. And so I'm excited to see this rivalry develop, but also see this kind of the two supporters groups come together and maybe do some stuff and share community and share the love of the beautiful game with each other. And then when the game starts, we become bitter enemies. And then the game's over. We all go grab a beer and celebrate really great, beautiful soccer being played in Southern California.
Yeah, beautiful soccer in Southern California. And I'll tell you this, as an Orange County fan, we do have Los Dos just up the 5 into Carson or wherever that is. But it never really feels like a rivalry or a derby between Orange County and LA, just because of the fact that you never know what you're going to get out of Los Dos, whether they're going to put a competitive team out or they're going to be sort of just hanging there and letting their youngsters play. I know Orange County has struggled against them both in the preseason and the regular season. But also just the fan groups. You don't get a lot of passion out of Los Dos fans. I'm anticipating a lot of passion from these San Diego fans. I don't know if there's any San Diego fans around right now. If you are, let's hear that passion. I wish I had the cricket. I wish I had the cricket chirp noise right now so we could play that. Yeah, but I guarantee you, watch, if I did this right now, I'm not going to brag about it, because if I do it right now, let's see if this works. We are at Championship Soccer Stadium. We do have some Orange County fans here. If there's Orange County fans listening right, let me hear you make some noise. All right, Brad, you can't see what's going on here. I mean, you could see a little bit of the stream we have from the camera. But so far, fan base, who has the early lead here at the stadium?
Well, one was crickets and one was not crickets. I'll let everybody figure it out.
There we go. But you see it. It's hard to tell. You see San Diego fans. It's just hard to tell because those jerseys. Let me go to Cameron here really quick. What are your thoughts on this match? Orange County against San Diego. First time with fans in the stadium. What are your thoughts of how this will go?
Well, it's certainly exciting because now we can see, fans obviously, and who. I mean, I don't know the exact numbers of how many loyal fans are here, considering it. They came on the buses, right? I think there's some. So I expect a hefty turnout tonight, and I just think, San Diego, 1 win, 1 draw, 4 losses, as opposed to Orange County, 2 wins, 2 losses. Orange County is on the up, and I feel like despite the loss of Enna Voltson, I think there's more than enough in the tank for Orange County to get the win. And so I think just with the fans now, it makes it even more interesting in terms of just the intensity of the entire field.
Definitely. And as you can see on the stream, he's right in the camera right here. We got Caroline Coalition's very own Andy. Also, hey, middle of the table for the fantasy draft so far, Andy. Not too bad.
Not bad for a guy who doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, we try to get the mic. He's not a big fan of jumping the mic, but here, if you want to jump on the mic, you can talk really quick. You just want to stay away from the speaker, so it's not too bad. We don't get much feedback, but we do got Andy here. Andy, your quick thoughts on this match for Orange County and San Diego?
Must win, I will say.
Must win for who?
Is there another team? I think last year was kind of a fluke, and I think this year with fans, we're really setting up, what could be a great. I hate to use that R word, but it could be a great series through the years between both teams. So I think this year with fans, I think it's going to set it up great. And Orange County's kind of figured out how to play after a couple interesting games, and San Diego figured out how to play for 90 minutes. But they couldn't figure out how to play stoppage. So I think it's just for us, I think, we need to win just to put a stake in the ground.
Orange County does need a win, right? We want a big win tonight. And yeah, you are right. I'm gonna have to ask. Let me ask Brad right now because we haven't heard from you for a few moments here. Your thoughts on this Orange County San Diego match? And you know, again, you're not here, so you're gonna be watching the stream. Are you hoping to see some energy from those stands from both sides of the fans?
Well, obviously, I'm hoping to see a lot of energy from both sides of the stands. But more importantly, you know, this is a San Diego game that took Phoenix the distance, and Phoenix needed 2 stoppage time goals to even force a point and a result out of that for them. So, you know, this is after the first 4 weeks of the season, everybody was kind of questioning where San Diego was. They beat a not so good Vegas side on their home opener, and then they took Phoenix the distance. You know, this is a much more improved from the first couple weeks. Obviously, I don't know exactly, as I can see myself in the reflection there. I don't know exactly how they're going to stack up right now. But if you haven't seen the lineups being posted so far, Orange County is looking pretty good, if not a couple small changes going into this match. So looking forward to seeing some players that haven't gotten as much starting time on the field so far.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Loyal bounce back. Obviously, they played full 90, a clean sheet, 90 minutes, and then let in a couple goals at the end. You like to see them bounce back. Defensively, they looked a lot better than they have earlier in the season. So it's going to be a tough challenge for San Diego, but I think both teams are really coming into their own right now and kind of figuring out how their systems are set up and how their players play on the pitch. I think the signing of Miguel Berry has definitely opened up some opportunities and created some space for other guys to step into where they didn't really have that space before. We saw Corey Herzog get a nice tap-in goal against Vegas. That really kind of is the way he likes to play. And I think there's some exciting things happening in San Diego where guys are getting healthy, guys are figuring out how to play together. And we see this with Orange County as well, where guys are really figuring out where their role is in a maybe a familiar system, but unfamiliar players. And so this should be a really nice matchup. You got some defenders who like to bomb up high, whether that's Richards or whether that's Metcalf for San Diego. You have some big boys up top, the 8'10" Markkinen up there versus Miguel Berry. I think this is going to be a really fun chess match. This could go either way. This could be low scoring, really good defending, or this could be a shootout where some of these offensive guys like Weehan really put on a show for the fans tonight. And it's really going to come down to, I think, really the battle in the midfield, I think, is where you're going to want to watch this match and keep an eye on who controls the center of the park. Because I think you got some pretty decent defending. You have some pretty good offensive players, but I think it's really going to boil down to who controls the midfield and who controls possession.
So,
all right, so once again, ladies and gentlemen, go Brad.
So I hate to just go and kind of rebuttal back at your half of your argument there, Alan. But have you seen the lineups? San Diego's lineup is out too right now.
All right, so what do we got, Brad? Share with us the lineups that we have so far.
Okay.
If we have one team, both teams, go for it, Brad. You got it in front of you.
Yeah, I have it in front of me. So Orange County is Rakovsky, Kiernan, Orozco, Breen, Smith, McCabe, Kaningas, Weehan, Olaski, Damas, and Markkinen. And San Diego, I'm just going to mention the big changes there. Both Herzog and Berry are coming off the bench tonight, but it's Jackson, Ibarro, Moshobane, Blake, Martin, Van Kaiseli, other Martin, Yarrow, Maher, Metcalf, and Muse.
Perfect. Do we want to bring them on right now? We don't have anyone here visibly. I'm going to let you handle the introductions here really quick, Alan. And we'll get this going.
Yeah, so fresh off of coming up with the supporters group, transportation, there's another wonderful full sports podcast in San Diego called Two Balls and a Mic. And it's a pleasure to be joined by a friend of mine from that podcast, Tony. How's it going, Tony?
It was a fantastic drive up, man. It's the first time doing that with the supporters group, but I like what I see out here. I've been to this park and this stadium a couple times on the outside recently, so it's finally good to be on this side, and it's beautiful, man. If we can get one of these in San Diego, it'd be fantastic.
And what are you expecting to see tonight?
So, just listening to the lineups right now with San Diego Loyal, it's the first time that we have both. That we have Barry and Herzog, and they're starting on the bench. That's going to be interesting. Maybe thinking that, keeping in mind that we have 3 games in 7 days, so that's something that we haven't had in this season yet for San Diego Loyal. So maybe a question of fitness for some of the players there. Guido still out. You still have important Grant Stoneman still out, but I think this team can put on a good performance coming off a emotional game against Phoenix.
Yeah, I think that rotation for San Diego is going to be something to keep an eye on. Barry and Herzog have come off the bench before, and we've seen that difference that makes. And so, that should be fun to watch for San Diego. On Orange County side, I think they are starting a pretty consistent lineup, and I think that's going to do them good. I think it's just kind of depending. Both teams kind of have this Saturday, Wednesday, and which match do you want to rotate guys? It looks like San Diego's going with tonight, and it looks like Orange County is going to put on a show for their home fans tonight. We also have another special guest joining us today from Orange County. We have joining us today live in person, Mr. Seth Kasipli. You can go ahead and grab that blue mic. Welcome in. How you doing?
How's it going, guys? Thanks for having me.
Good.
Doing well. How are you guys?
Pretty good. I see your mustache is in peak form.
Oh, yes. Recently trimmed. I'll keep my jokes G-rated.
Fair enough. How you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. Just kind of dealing with an injury. This is the first major injury I've had in my career, so taking it day by day, trying to stay positive. Life could be a lot worse.
For sure. And so not being able to influence play on the pitch, what are you doing kind of behind the scenes as you rehab, but definitely being still part of the team?
Just staying positive. Again, positivity is infectious. Responsibility is infectious. Professionalism infectious. So showing up on time, trying to continue to be a good influence on the younger guys and keep the relationships with the older guys steady. Just being a solid teammate, really, just showing up.
You doing any like backseat coaching?
Oh, no way. That's not me. No, thank you. Coaches don't need to ask me for advice. No.
What did you see from the team over this past week? I know it was a pretty tough, chippy game in Sacramento. What do you see from the team right now?
Yeah, I actually wasn't really surprised to see the intensity of the game compared to how it was when we were here. Also, they're both really exciting. Really happy to be seeing goals. I think it's just huge. It doesn't matter how they go in, but when they go in, it just lifts the group, it takes a weight off. So getting 3 is awesome. Made it a little harder, right around 70 minutes, and that was reminiscent of last year. But hoping that just like guys like Edo seeing the ball go in, guys like Ronaldo seeing the ball go in, I think it's huge. I think that they keep that momentum, and we're going to be real tough to play against.
So I just had a question. Just give me an inside look at what does a professional soccer player look into the film room. Well, what does that look like, especially today against San Diego Loyal? Very much a part of the team still in all aspects, maybe not on the field. But what does that look like as far as watching film of another team? What do you guys see from San Diego Loyal going into it?
Yeah, the coaches have a maybe more progressive look on it, so they know we're not going to try and sit us down for 40 minutes and go through 3 different phases of a game. So usually every day leading up to the game, about 3 days in a row, we'll watch film, set pieces, open play, general principles that we would like to do for us, and then what they are strong in or weak in. And then what I expect from San Diego is I expect a strong midfield for sure. They've got Charlie Adams, Jack Blake's a new addition, Corey Herzog up top. I think they just got Miguel Ibarra. And is it Miguel Barry? I don't.
Yeah, we got
is it Miguel Barry also?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so we saw Miguel Barry last year, and so we know a little bit more about him. Miguel Ibarra, I have no doubt, is a quality player. Alejandro Guido also. So they're going to be a good team. The ball's going to be on the ground. They're going to be good.
Yeah, 2 Miguels, 3 Jacks.
Three.
Yeah, 3 Jacks. 4
Metcalf?
Jacks.
Metcalf Blake.
Metcalf Blake and Mayer.
the
Jack Mayer, new.
defensive
Yeah.
midfielder. So it's a full house.
Yeah, seriously. I call that a social.
So what is it like being back here where there's actual like fans and support, and what does that feel like on the pitch after a really long time of pretty silent stadiums?
It's inexplicable, really, how strange it was last year, but how not quickly, but how you get used to it. It felt super weird. And so to see guys back here, men and women, kids, and everybody getting loud, it really makes a big difference. It makes the environment so much better and makes the games so much more lively.
Brad, you want to hop in here and ask our guest a question?
I didn't really have one off the top of my head. It kind of got stolen from our good friend down at Two Balls and a Mic. But I'm gonna just ask, Reno or Orange County, where do you prefer to live now that you've lived in both for a couple of years? Not that I have a preference or anything.
Put me on the spot. I mean, but I won't say it too loud because we're in Orange County right now. But yeah, no, Reno for sure. That place was amazing. If you have a chance, go see it. It's really worth it.
You're welcome back here whenever, my man.
Thank you. I miss the truckee. I miss it.
So because you live in Reno, we're gonna ask you an Orange County question. What's your spot to go hang out, grab some food?
Is this a question to get me in trouble with the league for not following protocols? Or
No, not at all. Let's say where do you get your Postmates delivered from? Is that better?
There we go. Let's think. There is a carniceria in Rancho Santa Margarita called El Fenix that we have gotten some meat from, some pollo and some carne and some El Pastor, and we barbecue that. That's been really good. I've liked that just because, like we said, haven't been able to really go around and sit in restaurants. And you get so tired of stuff getting to you not really fresh. So you just always make it myself. But then there's also a Murakama maybe. It's next to a Whole Foods off down closer to the freeway. That's the best ramen place that I've had so far. And I'm stoked on that. I love Asian food.
Nice. And why is CPK your favorite pizza place?
Because barbecue chicken pizza is the best pizza ever. I love pineapple on pizzas.
There you go. There's your sponsored segment. Anything you want to say to the fans as they get ready to watch a beautiful game of soccer on a wonderful day?
I mean, for the fans here, thanks for coming. This is awesome. Already people are here. It's like 6:30. That's great to see. And then if you're not here and you're listening to this, we've got more dollar beer nights coming up, plenty more things that we can do, or things that the club is doing. I'm sorry. So just come out, support the group. The sun's out. It's really fun. Bring the family. It's going to be exciting.
Nice. Well, thanks for coming by and bringing your wonderful mustache with you. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, guys.
It's a classic look. So we hope you feel better soon. We're excited to see you out there on the pitch. And doing some damage.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys so much.
So, Tony, how's it going, man?
It's going good, man. It's the first time I've ever traveled with a supporter group.
Yeah.
And, being able to see fans up here, traveling, it just gives you a sense that there's hope in the world, right?
Right. And I think it's fun that and hopefully Orange County fans feel welcome down in San Diego as well to travel down. I think this is going to be a really fun, easy trips for the fans to make. And again, two beautiful stadiums to play in. This is a great facility. I showed up early and watched the Cal Strikers play 1904
that's right.
on one of the side fields. So this is a great facility. It's always fun to show up and watch some soccer here. And then obviously USD is a beautiful location up on the hill, minutes from the ocean. And so we look forward to hosting some Orange County fans down in San Diego very soon. Not to ruin his appearance streak, we got to make sure we invite him in so he doesn't lose his continuity and hand over to Ray as the person who's been on the podcast the most. Dylan, welcome in, man. How you been?
I've been good. Sorry to be a little bit late, as per usual at this point, but no, I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to see a ton of people and to see our super friend and super fan Andy in front of us with some pizza going on here.
Wow, look at that.
So look at that. We got so many sponsor plugs going on all at one time, but there's people, there's beer, there's food. It's been a long year, and it's really nice to have people here. And, I'm excited for a little SoCal rivalry here. Maybe something good, but hopefully something friendly, too. I've had enough of the
chippiness.
The chippiness. I've had enough of the chippiness.
We're done with Sacramento for a while, hopefully.
And let's just have some beers and hang out and have a good time. Safely, of course.
So really quick, for those of you watching the live stream, we've got Cameron who's volunteered to take the mobile camera around a little bit. It might get a little choppy because, hey, it's technology. Who knows how well the Wi-Fi and all that is going on here. But I want to remind you all, we are live from Championship Soccer Stadium here in Irvine, California. It's just about 20 minutes prior to kickoff here. Orange County versus San Diego. Fans are piling in here. We're getting excited about this. And I'm going to try this out again because earlier we tried this and we got crickets from the San Diego fans. So I want to find out, are there any San Diego fans that can hear us? If you can hear my voice, San Diego fans, let me hear you scream.
Woo! Yeah.
We got one way over here by the beer garden.
What about you, Alan? I mean,
Woo!
conflict of interest.
I didn't,
right?
I didn't want to use the speakers as a cheap gimmick to create more noise.
He got it. Yeah. He's got that white girl woo down, though. That is North County, San Diego, South County, Orange County.
Oh my God!
He's got that down.
guys.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Oh,
my
boy.
gosh! Like, oh my!
I will
gosh,
commend though.
like,
I got just everything around here looks fantastic. It's a Wednesday, right? What better thing than to come watch soccer on a cool, perfect California Wednesday afternoon? Just what more do you want, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is my first official day of summer vacation, so I was like, what better way than to leave my wife working at home and go watch some soccer? Or I'm sure she's much happier with me out of the house that she can watch her Handmaid's Tale and
Wait, so she's not watching right now? Come on now.
no. I mean, she might later if I ask her to. Really nice, but it's a beautiful day. I have my sweatshirt ready to go as the sun drops and we get a nice chilly evening. But again, just beautiful weather for a beautiful game, and I'm looking forward to seeing some really talented and hard fought soccer match out there. What's up, Marissa?
Hi.
How's it going?
Hi.
Marissa is one of our co-hosts on Fairweather Pod. She also came up from San Diego on the party bus. So we know that they're here. So we'll just have to go run amok with them later. Welcome in. How are you feeling?
I'm good.
This is like a pod takeover.
Yeah, it's all San Diego.
Right?
I'm a little
Here.
left out.
Don't worry. Dylan and I are
There's
still here.
nothing wrong with this.
Exactly.
I love San Diego. Don't let anyone hear that, but
Oh boy.
Say that
Oh
again.
boy. Oh boy.
I love
I'm
San
gonna clip
Diego.
that. I'm gonna put it on all
Right?
podcasts in San Diego.
That's okay. That's not a secret.
So we are not that far away from kickoff, which means we need to get some score predictions in here so we can play our score prediction game. So Brad, let's start with you. I haven't heard from you for a minute. What is your score prediction for the match tonight between Orange County and San Diego?
Yeah, glad that you didn't forget that I was here and can totally help cheer for Orange County with Dylan. My score prediction for tonight, I'm going to say, sorry guys, not only is Orange County going to beat San Diego in 2 separate games, but they're going to win tonight's game 2-0.
I like Brad.
Yeah, Brad's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, for a guy who lives in Reno, he's all right. So Tony,
2-0.
Orange County.
Oh, I heard that wrong. Never mind.
Oh yeah, no, he would be fired. He
Okay.
knows,
Right?
Then he would be clubless
Wow.
yet
Makes
again.
sense.
So do you want to revise
So-
that statement of how you like me?
Hey, you're a cool dude, right?
Yeah.
It's fine. I
We still like
it.
you.
Yeah.
I think it was like, we'll like you regardless. Dylan, what is your score prediction?
I see some locals over there. What's up, locals?
Yeah, they're called Orange County, I think. I don't know if there's a real term for that. I'm gonna go with 3-1 Orange County because it seemed to. That's not my prediction from last week, but that's what the score was. I don't know what to expect here. It's a rotated loyal squad. I almost said local squad.
Fair enough.
Words
and,
are hard, guys. Words are hard. Numbers even worse. So 3-1.
Now, there's another
There
one.
it is.
So Tony Ray has said that he will let you choose his score prediction. So if you pick,
Oh,
so here's
boy.
how it works. If you get the Orange County score correct, he
10-10.
gets 3 points. If you get the San Diego score correct, you get 3 points, and if you pick the correct winner, you get 4.
How is he doing right now? Like, where are we at?
He's in last place.
Yeah, he's
Last,
not doing
okay,
good.
cool. So he
Yeah.
won't mind a 3-1 loyal victory if I say that, right? I like that. I like that number. I just like the inverse of it. So loyal 3, Orange County 1.
There you go, Ray. You're rolling the dice with Tony.
You're writing these down,
Let's see,
right?
rolling
You're
the
writing
dice
these
with
down?
Tony. So
He's never
Oh,
going to
you're
allow
writing
for
them
that to
down,
happen
right?
ever again.
he's
no,
writing
he
them
will.
down.
Yeah,
I'm
he
winning.
He'll change
Uh,
it eventually. You can always go 5-0 San Diego. Ray
Oh.
loves a good prediction like that.
Yeah, the first week I wasn't there. I was at a Padres game, and you picked for me. It was 10-10. Yeah, that's.
Nice.
I did not get any points that week. Marissa, what is your thoughts on score predictions? What do you got?
I think I'm gonna go with my usual 2-1 loyal.
2-1 loyal. All right.
So
Very
safe.
nice.
2-1 loyal. Let's go.
I think that's the scoreline I'm also going to go with.
Yeah.
Way to be original, Alan.
I think it's going to be. I think it's gonna be another tough fought game. I don't think anyone's going to run away with it. So I think it'll be a nice 1-goal difference.
Are we predicting
4.
goal scorers?
No, we don't get that crazy because we're usually wrong. Cameron, what is your score prediction, sir?
The city of San Diego's taking 2 L's today.
Ooh.
Woo!
I'm gonna see 2-1 Orange County.
Oh.
All right.
All
right.
Go Cubs.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's a Cubs
So
fan.
Cameron's been fired
let's
from
go
the
Steve
podcast. We're
Bartman.
really sorry, everyone.
Yeah, Steve Bartman, the fan club over here.
It's all right. He's also a Tottenham fan, so he doesn't like
Oh, damn.
And-
What do you think of Tottenham?
I'm driving daggers in people's hearts today. So
I think our viewership just dropped to 0.
What do you
so
think of Tottenham?
Right. You guys in line for the good beer? $1 beer. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Great beer.
That's
Lovely
wonderful.
beer. Free beer.
Fair enough.
almost free beer.
I love your setup, guys.
If
Just
you have
gotta
enough, it
commend
feels
that,
like it's
man.
been free.
We try to make things look good here. If you didn't know, you can ask Alan. He'll share. I was super stressed out for the first 20 minutes we were here because to get here and set this up in 20 minutes is crazy.
Yeah.
But
Well done, though.
no, we appreciate y'all coming out here and spending some time with us. Even though Orange County is going to win, I'll take Tony's prediction as my official prediction for the game. But ultimately, I'll get 0 points this week because we're going to win big. And yeah, so my actual prediction, even though this isn't the official for our game, is going to be 2-0 Orange County.
Oh boy.
Orange County fans, let me hear you. If you can hear me, where's Orange County at? All right, now let's see this. San Diego fans, if you can hear me, let me hear y'all. Woo!
Yeah, you shouldn't have done it when they were right in front of us. That's on you.
No, but you weren't here.
That's your fault.
You weren't here
right
the first
there.
time we did that. Where
Right
it was
there.
literally crickets that we heard. So
There was an
I had to give
accident
him a
on the
chance.
5. We were on our way, all right?
And we didn't have a team?
no, earlier today
Oh,
when we
yeah.
first did the "Let Me Hear You," there was no San Diego fans.
sorry, we were partying
So-
on a bus.
Yeah, we had to give you a chance to make some noise here. Well, this is going to be close to wrapping things up. I want to go to each of you really quick. Just a last word on this match. Your thoughts, maybe make some random prediction about what we're going to see tonight. And we'll start off with,
Not me.
well, because you said that, we're going to start off with you, right? No, I'm trying. Dylan, you can go first.
All right. Well, prediction. What else am I supposed to be doing? I already forgot.
Weird random prediction.
Oh, okay. Weird random prediction. All right. Well, I haven't had any $1 beers, so my apologies, everyone. But I think my weird random prediction is that 2 clubs that are in close proximity to each other might actually have supporters that could get along for once.
Oh.
Yeah, crazy. I
That's
know.
not weird.
But if we really
Ooh.
tried, we could maybe bond.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you from what I've seen, you guys are all right. So
We have our moment.
we're starting on the right foot.
All right, Brad, what's your weird, crazy prediction?
My weird, crazy prediction is going to be about the game tonight. I said it was going to be a 2-0 game. I'm sticking with that scoreline, but I'm going to tell you how it happens. This is going to be Orange County scores in the first 10 minutes and once more before halftime.
Wow.
And the
sounds
whole
like a
second
real
ha-
show.
I know. And there's going to be no more scoring until next game that they play on Saturday against Oakland Roots at Champion Soccer.
Oh,
All right.
This is a
okay.
bold prediction. That's
All right.
the craziest one yet.
I can go weirder. I think Trey Muse gets the winner tonight.
Oh my God! I was gonna
think he
say
pulls-
Trey
you
Muse
think he
gets a
pulls-
goal.
I think he pulls an Allison, gets
Yes.
a nice header
This
on a
man's got
corner.
Liverpool on his
Let's
brain.
go.
Just
Stoppage
disregard
time.
Yeah,
him.
no, absolutely.
Trey Muse at the goal.
I think we need a good goalie goal in USL.
And the-
We almost had one last week, so
Yeah, that would have been
it's-
Can we
tragic
talk
with
about
Phoenix.
when it would happen?
What's that?
Stoppage time.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
it'd
a
be really weird if it happened in the 3rd minute, right?
Yeah.
yeah, who pulls up the
And
goalie?
that's the winner.
Tony, what about you? What's your weird?
I mean, maybe not weird, but I can see things getting chippy, getting a little heated with fans being here. Locals are going to be loud. The supporter group for Orange County should be loud too. So I could see there being a couple of very strong yellow cards, maybe even a couple of red cards.
Whoa! I'm all peace and love over here, and you're
Couple
all
red
knee
cards.
break, leg breaking challenges. What is this?
Peace and love red cards, right?
Sussy.
I don't think that's how they work. They're usually not for peace and love reasons.
I mean, look at this. We have Loyal and Orange County next to each
Look at
other,
that.
sharing pizza and beer,
Wearing
getting in
the
line
same
for
shirt.
another
Oh,
beer.
this is
That's
lovely.
This is-
I love it.
That's it right there.
The
right?
stripes are different. Yeah.
Nature's healing, kids. Nature's
how-
healing.
That's how you can tell the species apart. Is one has black stripes and one has orange stripes.
The San Diego with Modelo time, obviously, it's fantastic. 8:05
5.
over there.
Some pretty good choices.
Wow. Just
And they're not
fantastic.
fighting it. I think this is like just great modeling.
Yet.
Give them a couple more beers.
Brothers.
No,
Then really, how are you guys not
cannot tell
fighting?
that at all. You guys don't
How
look
does
like
that
each other
happen?
at all.
With USL teams. It's great.
Oh,
Sarcasm is not your favorite language.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, it's about time for us to start wrapping things up here because it's about 10 minutes to the official kickoff of this match. I want to thank anyone that stopped by our booth here today, said hi, made some noise, whatever. I know most of you were forced in front of us with this long, cheap beer line, but thank you for being willing to listen to what we have to say.
appreciate you.
Also, thank you to everyone that stopped by today. We got Tony, we got Marissa. We will forgive her for being an Arsenal fan, but she can stop by the podcast at any
Who are
point.
you? Who are you?
We're
Exactly.
yeah.
EPL season's
No
over,
one.
kids. We got a game in 9 minutes.
Yes, we got a game coming up.
It's not in the
Only
bottom
Champions
10.
League
though.
winner supporter here? Only Champions League winner supporter here?
No,
Oh.
this is a local soccer podcast.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I want to thank Seth Kasipli for stopping by our booth tonight and coming on our show. It's awesome when we can have the players stop by. Again, Tony, Marissa, thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us. You guys sort of took over
Fair
our show for the last
underscore
like
pod.
5-10 minutes
Fair
there.
underscore
But hey,
pod.
that's what's awesome about this, the partnership of
You gotta
USL.
shout us out. Fair underscore pod.
We'll let you give a
Thank
shout out.
you.
We let everyone give shout outs on
I'm
this.
giving it right now.
All right, Marissa, give your shout out for your podcast, yours and
Fair
Alan's.
underscore pod. Yay.
And Tony, where can our listeners, if they want to hear more from you all, where can they go?
You can find us at the Two Balls and a Mic podcast, number 2, 2 balls and a mic.
Perfect. And then Cameron, he's right here. Your shout out to where people can listen to you.
Well, my Twitter's at what Cameron said, but you can also follow my history podcast at A Mouthful of History, but it's A Mouthful of His one on Twitter. Don't ask why it's that, but we are good to go. And so, yeah, check out Algerian War of Independence episode part 1 out. Give it a listen.
Wow. Look at that history buffs going on here. Brad, I know you like that show. You've checked it out. Where can people, if they want to hear from you, Brad, where do they go?
You know what? I was actually going to give a shout out to our good man Cameron Millage's history podcast because I just binged listened to it over the last week and learned quite a lot of things about places that I did not expect to learn, such as Vietnam. So really give him a listen. You can find me at Pal on the Sky on the Twitter machine.
Perfect.
Oh, what a brown nose.
Dylan.
I don't know why you'd want to do this, but you can find me on Twitter at OCSC_Dylan. That's DYLAN. But again, why would you want to do that?
Perfect. You can check me out on Twitter, DJ Ray Samora. You can also follow the podcast on Twitter at OCSC_soccercast. Look for us on Facebook. Go to our website, OCSCpodcast.com, to listen to each and every episode that we post. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the match tonight live from Championship Soccer Stadium. For those of you in attendance, awesome for being here. For those of you watching live on ESPN Plus, enjoy that match. We will have our episode back at our regular scheduled time next week on Tuesday to recap this match. But for everyone on here, I'm Ray. This is the Orange and Black Soccer Cast, and we are out.